Well, hello. We're back in action. Hey guys, I'm back. We're back and we're stronger than ever. Had a good weekend. I had my colonoscopy on Friday. Everything went fine. And Saturday, worked in the yard a lot. Sat out by the pool some. Sunday, my best friends from Birmingham came and we kind of sat out by the pool and just chit-chatted and ate and just hung out. So it was a very nice weekend. And so I'm back at it, and I have been having this on my mind, this cake. And it's when it gets hot weather and just, summer outside, this cake is what I crave. And it's a pea picking cake. Pea picking cake. A pea picking cake. And basically it's a mandarin orange cake with a pineapple Cool Whip frosting. And it's so refreshing and just, it's so good. So I had that on my mind all day today, and I thought, we're going to make it because we got leftovers to eat tonight. I don't have to cook supper. So we're going to make this pea picking cake. I don't know why I'm saying pea picking cake. I guess because it just rolls off the tongue like that. I hope y'all had a blessed weekend. Weather has been hot to trot. Humid. Been having to water my garden a lot. I just got through from being out there, so my hair's kind of going all flat. It was kind of a little curled and cute this morning, but it's gone now. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways that you can make this cake. I've done it both ways. I've made it where I made, a homemade cake batter and done it. But today we're going to go with easy breezy. I'm just using a white cake mix. This is a Pillsbury because it was cheaper than the others. And Moist Supreme white. I like to use white cake mixes when I am flavoring it with something. The yellow cake mixes, when I'm adding stuff to it, seems a little, you're fighting the power of the flavor. You're fighting the yellowy, vanilla-y cake mix with the fruit or whatever that you're putting in it. They're kind of fighting with each other. And I think the white cake mix is a blank board that you can add stuff to. But you can use a yellow cake mix if that's what you prefer. But usually when I'm making a cake and I'm adding something, fruit, mainly to it, I go with a white because I just want what I'm adding to it to shine through, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it makes any sense, but it makes sense to me. Okay, so we are going to use a white cake mix. I don't know what happened to my scissors. Do y'all have that problem? And I really can't blame it on Chris, because I'm really the one that uses the kitchen scissors. But I misplace them. I'll be in the dishwasher. I don't know. But anyway, cake mix, bow. I'll bring you on down. Okay. Then I need to get enough milk. I got some in the freezer, but I've got some whole milk. I need a cup of milk is where we're going with this. So let's see how much I got. Oh, got about a quarter of whole. And then I got some reduced fat. Yeah, okay. Mixing the two, I got a whole cup of milk. And then we need 3 room temperature eggs. You know, I know in baking that you're supposed to use room temperature eggs and stuff. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But if I have fresh eggs that are sitting out, we're good to go. Oh, big O's. Come here. Come here. Excuse me. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me. Let me get a drink of water. Okay, 3 room temp eggs. Okay, and then I need, and this is where I fail as a baker. I needed a half a cup of room temperature butter. Mine was in the refrigerator, and I just put it in the microwave for 30 seconds to kind of soften it up. Okay, and then orange jello. This is the sugar-free. I didn't buy that on purpose. That just happened to be what I had in my pantry. This is a 0.3 ounce thing. Some people use the whole thing. I'm not crazy about using the whole thing, but that's my taste preference. Yours may be different. So I'm going to sprinkle about half of it. Just gives it a little bit more orange oomph, I guess you would say. Alright, and then we're going to just mix it up. I'm just going to use my hand mixer. See, it just kind of turns it a pretty peachy color. I have tried it with the whole box, and it was a little overpowering to me, but that's my taste. And I guess you could just skip that step altogether, but I haven't tried it without it. Pump it up and give it another good. There's my oven preheating. Give it a scrape. Good to go there. Okay, so I have got, what is this? Pickin. 15 ounces mandarin oranges, drained. And you're just going to plop those in there. Don't add the oranges when you're doing the electric mixer, because it just disintegrates them. I'm just going to fold these in. Do kind of break them up a little bit, at least like in half, so you have bite-sized pieces. Okay. Alright. Here's where you make your decision. Do you want this as a 2-layer cake? Do you want this as a sheet cake? do you want this as cupcake? I don't know why I'm throwing that away. I need to save this half a pack and I can use it on the next time I make this cake. Do you want cupcakes? It's up to you. I was going to do a 2-layer cake because I prefer 2-layer cakes. But this is a cake that has to be refrigerated after you make it. It needs to be kept in the refrigerator, and I really just don't have room for a tall cake in my refrigerator right now. So I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I have this pan that my mother-in-law said I need to return. I've washed it. So I think I'm going to cook it in this pan, and that way when it's done I can take Chris and I out half of it and it'll go in my refrigerator good, and then I'll send the rest of it over to their house and they can have the other half because we don't need a whole cake laying around here. So we are going to do this in a, I love this bowl but it don't have a handle. Oh, wait a minute, I need to spray it. Hold your horses. Hang on. This is a non-stick pan, but it's scratched up, so I'm just gonna put some baker's joy down. Okay, then we'll manhandle this. Okay, hit with the old spreaderooski. Okay, I've got my oven preheated to 350. I'm going to start checking on it about 25 minutes. I'm going to do the old toothpick test. And then we'll go from there. My hands are clean. A little thick in the middle. Let me spread it out some more. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the oven to bake. And while this is in the oven baking, I'm going to show you some clips of a little garden tour I did the other day on how's it going. It's not long, but I just, little garden update. And then after that's over, we'll whip up the icing. Okay, here's a garden update for you. Things are looking pretty good. These are my tomatoes. That's my lantana. It's doing really, really good. I thought maybe it would go into shock, up potting it into this big planter, but it is thriving. I am so excited. Some more tomato plants. These are ones that I started later. It was like a second planting a couple weeks later, and these are looking really, really good. Got some buds, some blooms on there. So I'm really pleased with those. Over here is some zinnias in the middle and some wildflowers. And I have got a Japanese beetle infestation going on there. It just makes me so mad. But these are red onions, and I've already given them a haircut one time. I don't know if I need to do it again. Just give me your thoughts on that. Do I need to top them off again? My basil and thyme is looking good. I'll be able to harvest some of that basil coming up. I think I'll stick that in the freeze dryer. Freeze dry some basil. Strawberries are a big disappointment. I'm sure it's gardener error, but these are supposed to be big honking strawberries. And as you can tell right there, they look like wild berries, wild strawberries, those little bitty ones. So anyway, there's echinacea and beetles have got I'm not echinacea, but zinnias that beetles took hold of. This is my tomatillo plant, and I mean, it is busting with tomatillos all over it. And I don't even have a lot of leaf foliage. It almost looks like a sickly plant, but I mean, there is tomatillos everywhere. So fingers crossed it lives and all of those do fill out and produce. Um, yeah, they're just everywhere. I mean, I can't believe that. More buds, more blooms. It is crazy. And it doesn't even really, it just don't have a lot of leaf foliage on it. I don't know. Some bell pepper plants right there. Those were kind of stunted. There's a wild tomato plant in there. I don't know why it's in there. And there was also a squash plant in there that started taking over, and I just pulled it out. I don't know how it got in there, if a bird dropped a seed that I planted or what. Um, but that's a Roma tomato plant. This this has not been a pretty plant since the beginning. It is it is poor looking. The leaves are droopy. I've got a nitrogen deficiency going on. And this one is a little droopy too. I thought maybe I was underwatering it, and now I'm thinking, did I overwater it? I'm not sure, but these are the born to be mild jalapeno peppers. These are a mild version, and I've got several pods that have grown. I'll be able to harvest some of those in just a couple of days. These are my Irish potatoes, and they're starting to die back. So I'm gonna let them die completely back before I dig those up. Yellow onions, same thing. Do I need to give them a haircut? Bell pepper plants behind there. Got some little pods going on there. And there's a good little doggy. Yeah, she's a good little doggy. That's Maybelline. My flowers. These are a bunch of pepper plants. They are beautiful, and I've got some just tiny, tiny little bitty baby peppers popping up on those. That's the red onions I talked about a minute ago. Flowers are doing good in those. These are my okra plants. Bugs have gotten a hold of those leaves bad. But don't have any pods or anything producing on that. It's another tomato plant. It looks really healthy. These are some jalapeno peppers that, again, bugs are eating on those, but I have done something about that. I don't know if it's going to work. But those are looking okay, besides the bug and the leaf damage on there. Japanese beetles, man, they are no joke. Um, Another tomato plants. And this, I'm so excited about. Look how big they are. These are my crooked neck yellow squash. And boy, have I got some squashes coming up. Aren't they pretty? Oh, they're so tiny. Um, but yeah, I'll be getting probably maybe 4 days from when this video comes up. I'll probably be able to start getting some of those. And I'm so excited. I love squash. That is a zucchini on the end of that on this side of the flower. Little baby zucchini. But these squash plants right here they're just beautiful. They've done absolutely gorgeous. That's sweet potatoes. That's some Irish potatoes. And these plants are yellowing. I'm not sure what's going on here, but zucchini, look at that one. That's a pretty good size. I mean, it's not quite big enough to pick yet, but it's grown really well. But I got some yellowing going on there. I don't know why. Gotta research that. These are my pumpkins, my winter squashes. See that one right there? Got a baby right there. Some babies down there. I don't know if you can see them. That's a white pumpkin. It's just, they're real small. And here I'm just showing you the yellow leaves on the bottom of my tomato plants. Tells me there's a nitrogen deficiency. I did put some fish and kelp fertilizer on it. It's got some nitrogen in it. And then I bought this fertilizer. It's Big A tomatoes. It's got a 9% nitrogen in it. And so I am fertilizing my tomato plants with this. Okay, that's what's going on in the garden so far. The nitrogen deficiency, I hope that fertilizer helps that out. I did, for those Japanese beetles that's attacking the garden, my father-in-law had some of this, kind of oily. It's organic neem oil that I read up on, and I mixed that with some Dawn detergent in a spray bottle with water, and I went out there and sprayed everything down real good. So I'm hoping that that helps take care of some of those Japanese beetles is what they were. Okay, so in the mail today I got the Walmart beauty box. If you've seen my previous video about it, I get this quarterly. You get it each season, and this is the summer box. So I thought that I would bring you down and let's see what is in it. I have not looked. I'll turn it around this way. So you get the little card here that tells you, you know, what's in here or what could be in here. Let me get my old lady glasses on. Okay, got some more fake nails. Got some in my last one that I hadn't done anything with. That's a pretty color though. I may have to try those out. Okay, this is a vegan collagen lip mask to moisturize and plump your lips. I'll have to try that out. This is a Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum. This is by number 7. For best results, use in the morning and evening. Smooth onto your face and neck after. Oh, I had to try that when I clean my makeup off tonight. Let's see how that works. Ah, and some hair ties. When my hair finally gets long enough to put back up, I'll be using those for sure. And then this is some NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream. Smooth Whip Matte Lip. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's see. Ooh wee! That's a bright color. I can't say I'm looking in the viewfinder thing. Oh! That's bright. I have to use that sparingly. But that's what I got. Ooh. I don't know. We'll see. I was trying to see on here. It's got any additional information about the products. Not really. Just tells you what it is. So that's what I got in this. I'm kind of excited about that. I thought that I'm gonna try that when I take my makeup off tonight. And I'll try this lip mask too. I like getting these little fun things. And these little nail kits I haven't tried. I may try that. It comes with super glue. I don't like really putting super glue and stuff on my nails because it damages them. But I may try those out. If not, I have a daughter that loves those kind of nails. So, Walmart beauty box. Just got that in the mail today, so I thought I would share that with you. Cake is still baking. It's rising up, and I'll be back. Okay, I just took her out of the took her out of the oven, and it took 29 minutes exactly. Toothpick inserted, came out clean. So I've got this on a wire rack, and we're going to let this cool. It needs to be completely cool because the icing that we're going to make has got Cool Whip in it. So you don't need any kind of warmth still coming out of this. So I'm going to let this sit here and cool completely down. I may, when it cools down, stick it in the refrigerator for a little while too to make sure it's completely cool. Okay, cake cool down. I put it in the refrigerator to let it cool down even more. I'm using my hands. Okay, so the icing is as easy as the cake was. I have cleaned my bowl, and I was going to show y'all why I love this bowl. I hope that focuses in, if you can see this writing on here, but it says, God can pour on the blessings in astonishing ways, which is a 2 Corinthians 9, old eyes, 2 Corinthians 9:8. But that's why I like this bowl so well, even though it doesn't have a handle. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I have got a, leave them on, Kathy, 20-ounce thing of crushed pineapple. And I'm not going to drain it. I'm just going to pour it directly into the bowl. And then I have got, how about the French vanilla? I really don't know what the difference is between plain vanilla or French vanilla, but vanilla pudding. This is a 3.4 ounce package. And we're going to put that in. And we're going to mix this all up. Okay, and then this is a 8 ounces of Cool Whip, and I could just sit down with this bowl with a spoon. I love Cool Whip. Now you can make your own whip topping, of course. It's very easy. You have to have heavy whipping cream, some powdered sugar. But I find that store-bought Cool Whip holds up better. It doesn't get as soft as homemade Cool Whip does, or whip topping does. And this is a reduced fat version. We'll save where we can, but you can get the reduced fat, the sugar-free, the regular, whichever you like. I find in recipes they're pretty much interchangeable. See this? It's a bleach mark. This is my favorite t-shirt ever. I've had it for years. And I got a bleach stain on it. So I'm just folding this in. That pudding will set up in this too, make it a little thicker as time goes on. Not a whole lot thicker, but it will thicken it up some. This is just so fresh and so delicious. And we're just folding. Folding. You could add some nuts, like some crushed pecans or something to this. I think pistachios and pineapple goes good together. Chop up some pistachios. But we're not doing that. We are just doing it the regular old pea-picking cake way. Okay. I think that looks pretty pretty good. Okay, now I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and keep it cool while the cake is still cooling down. It just screams summertime. That is so good. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's ice this. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Okay, cake is cold, cold, cold. The icing is cold, cold, cold. This might be too much icing for a 9 by 12, but we'll just see. I mean, this stuff is good just to eat. No, I think it'd be fine. Y'all gotta make this. I mean, if you like oranges and pineapples, if you don't like that, you probably don't want to make it. But if you like that kind of thing, got to try it. It is so good. It's great to take to someone's house this summer if you're going to a cookout. It's great to take to a church function, anything like that. And people will be saying, oh, I need that recipe, because that's what I did. And don't worry, I'm going to get me a little piece and we're going to try it. Yeah, that icing is just perfect for this size too. Couldn't remember. Yum! Okay, let's try a piece. Blah. Get a little corner piece. Let me get a fork. Did that orange in there? Okay. I get too excited over food. That is summertime in your mouth. Oh, that's good. Oh, and it's so light. That is not, it's not an overly sweet cake. It is, oh, it's just so light and fresh and yummy. You really don't feel bad eating a piece of this, but I mean, it's still got sugar. It's still not a healthy cake, but it feels light, and that is so good. Chris is gonna go crazy on this. I should be eating this. I still gotta eat supper. That's so delicious. Okay, so Pickin cake, or mandarin orange cake with the pineapple frosting, however you want to say it. But it is so pretty. It's really pretty as a layer cake. I will tell you that. It's really pretty as a layer cake. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that y'all make this. And thanks for being here. I don't save my Cool Whip containers. My mother always saved Cool Whip, any kind of containers to put leftovers in. But you can't microwave those. So thanks for being here. I love you guys. And please don't forget, hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment if you would like to. I love reading comments. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.